people that were sold were criminals, prisoners of war from...
You can go back and look at that last clip. I don't have anything against this young creator. I don't have anything against her. But I am truly tired, okay, of hearing this same false narrative about African people who lost their freaking children. Okay? All because people want to go around, I don't know, believing this false narrative about everybody captured, everybody sold from Africa were prisoners of war. They were crooks. They were bandits. They were outlaws. They were these were the enslaved people that they got and they sold them to the Europeans. They were the no good people. That's a whole lie. There are literally slave narratives over here. Okay, over here that anybody can pick up and read. There are documented sources of children. Children weren't criminals. Children. People lost their kids. And the stupid lie all across the internet. Oh no, this prisoners. No, they weren't. These were families. So many of these people were asleep when they were attacked by larger ethnic groups that came in for the specific purpose of trading human beings. Some of these children who were enslaved that made it to America, and I'm sure other places, Brazil and everywhere else, they saw their parents murdered. When they got to wherever they were going, they were traumatized. It wasn't just, oh, we're just traveling across the ocean. No, traumatized. Wherever they went, whether they went Europe, wherever. These were fathers. Some of these people were rulers, like king, like chiefs. I don't know what you call it, but they were high up. Okay, these were grandparents. These were parents, brothers and sisters. They weren't just prisoners of war. What war? Pillaging the next smaller village is a war. When they're asleep, that's war. Waking everybody up, men, women, children, and slaughtering them? And no. Even if they were enslaved in the continent of Africa, within the continent of Africa, they weren't treated like human beings. Oh, they were humans. It wasn't the same. Now, here's one thing she got right. Okay. The slavery was not about race within the Black African people. Okay. But it was about race everywhere else. Okay. And I say everywhere else, include Arab nations over in Americas. Okay. But don't diminish what happened to feel better about what the flip happened. They did not, I don't care, they were not treated like human beings. Putting a freaking 40-pound chain around somebody's body and making them walk and then dropping their dead bodies when they couldn't make it. Then putting them in some freaking basement hole somewhere, making them live in squalor. Maybe to some people that's great treatment, but that's not how you treat a human being. And the times, those were the times they lived in. Bull crap. It's bull crap. There were lots of African people who did not want slavery. Those were also the times during that time. There were a lot of people who, in Benin, there are articles of it, right now. You can look it up. There's a whole documentary about it. They ran to live on the water to escape, tried to escape being kidnapped and sold into slavery. The times were there were people doing some evil behind crap, and there was some people trying to stop them from doing that evil behind crap. That's the truth. But don't stop with the bull crap about, oh my gosh, they were being treated so well, enslaved in Africa. Right now there's some slavery going on in Africa, and it ain't cute. It's not cute. They'll flip. Treated like human beings. Treated like human beings, stuffed on a freaking boat. And one of the worst things about it all, shoot, this crap will make me cry, is that once you walk through a certain point, you can't get back. You can't get back. Imagine that for yourself. Would you feel like you being treated like a freaking human being? That's great treatment. Being kidnapped, taken away from your freaking family, and watching people walk with freaking heads on stakes and crap. Your freaking dad and mom dropping dead in front of your face. Never being able to see them again. What part of just that alone is humane? I mean, come out of the past. Present day the stuff. Present day it. Would you do it? If slavery was so great, if being kidnapped and taken away from your freaking family and sold to some other world is so great, wouldn't you do it? Volunteer. Present day. There's child trafficking going on right now. Rape and everything going on right now. How is that humane? I believe the people who are saying, I don't have anything against this creator or any creator. It's just that freak. Like, I just feel like a lot of people who are saying this have not actually researched every detail about the transatlantic slave trade, or a lot of what happened to people who were chained up on the way to the points of no return. There's nothing humane about it. There was nothing humane about it. Okay? And we're talking about the transatlantic slave trade here. There's nothing humane about that. There was no prisoners of war. No, you created a war. When you go in and sitting there, oh, okay, well, I'm going to just go to this neighboring village right here, duh, homie. Now, I'm going to just I'm going to pillage that crap. I'm getting that, and I'm getting that money. Yeah, there's a book out, with the slave narrative, Cujo, Barracoon. He said the same thing that was in the papers back then, and I'll show you the clips. Because I went back in the newspapers in the 1700s and found out, and I read the book, matched up perfectly with what he said. I also read Venture Smith. Go read that one. He was a child. He saw his daddy slaughtered, and he was enslaved over here. You got Phyllis Wheatley. She was a baby when she got over here. They weren't prisoners. They weren't some freaking crooks. They make it sound like they crooks or something. These were babies. These were mothers and fathers. These were people. These were skilled people. That's what Europeans came looking for. Skilled people. And they selected by tribe. Give me the ones with skills. These weren't crooks. I make them sound like crooks or some junk.